Virgo, how are you doing today? My name is Cheryl, and I am here to do your weekly tarot reading. This one is going to be for Monday, September 15th through Thursday, September 18th. Is that it? No, I should be back on Wednesday to do your bonus reading to get you through the weekend. However, they are threatening to take TikTok down again on Wednesday. So, just in case that happens, if you have a minute, run over to YouTube and subscribe to me there, and that way you won't miss the weekend bonus readings, right? Because I'm over there too, as Cheryl Lynn's Tarot, same as I am here. Hopefully, they'll figure it out and sign the paper. If they give me the paper, I'll forge it for them. It wouldn't be a problem, but they don't want to do that. So, anyways, there you go. That's that spiel right there. Okay, so this one's going to be for my Virgos, Virgos, Virgos. All right, y'all. Let's see where we're at. Okay, so what are you starting with? The Ace of Swords. So this is the Sword of Truth. Okay, followed by the King of Cups. In the challenge position, I have the Four of Wands. So this is your backstory or your recent past. So I feel like in the recent past, you came into some sort of authenticity that allowed you to build some sort of an emotional, like an emotional foundation or something. This is you stepping into your own truth is what I feel like. You're definitely the person in charge of your emotions and your situation. Like you're the king of your kingdom right now. Okay? But you stepping into this authenticity had a lot to do with you finding your emotional stability or your emotional equilibrium, I guess you could say. The challenge in this position was the Four of Wands. So there's something about a higher level soulmate or a destined situation that was very challenging for you. However, I feel like it was a catalyst to you finding this sort of authenticity. So it's one of them mixed bags, right? Okay, that's your backstory going into this. Okay, what do we have currently? Okay, I've got the Lovers, followed by the Eight of Cups, and in the challenge position, I have the Five of Wands. So currently, if you have a love situation currently, it seems like it's truly surrounded by a ton of uncertainty or chaos. That's being caused by you. It's because you have this inner turmoil right now. It's just, yeah, this inner turmoil seems, it's like it's bubbling up inside of you. So if there is uncertainty and arguments in your relationship currently, understand that it's really projection. It looks like it's coming from inside of you. And it has to do with you finally finding the strength to walk away from some kind of preconceived notions about love. It's like you have a set agenda in your head of how everything is supposed to go. Maybe it's the way you watched your parents, or I don't know what it is. Maybe you saw it on the Cosby Show. I'm not sure, but wherever you drew what you felt like a relationship was supposed to look like, that is your preconceived notion, right? But I feel like you're walking away from that notion as a whole, but it has taken a lot for you to get to this point. And because you're just now, this is the current, now you're currently walking away from whatever these preconceived notions were, it's making everything feel just too topsy-turvy, too, like you're in too much uncharted territory right now. It's very difficult for you to know what to stand on. How's that? Okay? So to say you're overthinking things right now would be an understatement. It does feel like there's a relationship in the wings that is suffering because of this. However, if all of this works out and you manage to find your stability, in the long run, this will be better for everybody involved, right? Right now, it's like you're on a journey to find yourself. That's what I feel like. That's what this is about. You learning how to step into your authenticity and find yourself. But you're having to battle a lot of inner turmoil to get there. Okay, I hope that made sense. Anyways, what do we got in the near future? I'm looking at the King of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and in the challenge position is the Star card. This is all about you coming of age, coming into your own. With the King of Wands, there's and then coupled with the Knight of Wands, this is you learning how to mature. You know what I'm saying? You learning how to control your impulsivity, your anger, your impulsivity, your passions, all that, how to get that under control. There's a sense of leadership and adventure here too. The challenge right now is this eternal hope and faith that you hold on to. It makes you feel invincible in some regards. That probably is another thing that needs to be toned down a little bit. That can be a little bit delusional, right? This is all about you stepping into your own and understanding what your limits are, which things serve you, which things don't, and really discovering for yourself what you do and do not believe in. That's what I see here. I've got the 2 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck with the Empress and the 6 of Wands. There's also something here about you being far too concerned with what other people think or say about your situation. That's another thing where you're evolving. With the Empress, this is how you're presenting at this point right here. So this is you being very nurturing and loving. This just feels incredibly transitional for me. That's how this feels to me. It's very transitional. What else do I have? Justice, the 9 of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. With the Queen of Swords, there's definitely a sense of being very on guard or being very defensive towards things in general. 9 of Cups, I think that you're trying to figure out what your wish fulfillment is. Possibly what you're defensive to here is justice. So I don't know if you feel like you are in the wrong on something. So you're fearing justice playing out. Meaning, if you've been unfair to somebody in a relationship in the past, now when you get into a relationship, you're afraid it's going to, karma's going to hit you. It's going to come back at you. So it puts you in this crazy defensive attitude towards things. I see where you're coming from. I get it, but that's not, I don't know. That's not really, that's not advantageous to anybody, huh? That's overthinking things a little bit. Let's see what else we got here. I've got the 5 of Cups, the 4 of Pentacles, and Judgment. That's exactly what's happening here. Like you don't even want to be in a relationship for fear that somebody's going to do to you what you've done to other people or something like that. I think that there is some allotment made for that as long as you take accountability. You know what I'm saying? Ask for whatever. Ask for forgiveness. Say you're sorry, whatever you have to do there. Dust yourself off and move forward. I don't think that necessarily things have to come exactly back and forth like that. I think that Spirit understands intent, right? But I see where your fear is coming from, but it looks like you are taking it to a bit of an extreme. Okay? Let's see what we get for the days of the week. Monday, what do you got? The Tower and the 7 of Pentacles. I do believe you're letting a tower fall because I think that the foundation you had built things all on is crumbling, but I think that you're allowing it to fall at this point because you want to rebuild things, like you want a clean slate, start over. Okay? Tuesday, I have the World card and the Hermit. This is you allowing a cycle to close, pulling your energy back so you can reassess everything and start over. I think you're really looking for a clean slate here. Wednesday, I have the Strength card and the 8 of Wands. Unexpected communication makes you have to draw on your inner strength on Wednesday. Thursday is the Queen of Wands and the Sun. You're very popular right now. It looks like on Thursday especially. I don't know if you realize how popular you are. But it looks like the Sun is going to illuminate that to you to some extent on Thursday. It's a good reading. All in all, it looks like you're very self-aware and taking a lot of strides to moving forward. But that's never an easy process, right? So it's a little bit painful. Maybe more than a little. But you're going to get there, okay? That is what I have for you this week. Okay. If you made it, no matter what the cards say, go out and make it the best week you possibly can. If you made it this far in the reading, can you do me a favor, like, share, follow, or comment, or do all of those? Don't forget to go over to YouTube and subscribe to me there so I don't lose y'all. And if you need a private reading, just send me a message and I'll get you the details. I'll never reach out to you first. If somebody does, they're a fake, a phony, a fraud. There you go. You send me a message, you DM me, I'll get you the details, we'll work it out. But it's never going to work any other way, not with me or any other reader that I know of. Anyways, that's it. All right, I don't have any backup accounts, none of that stuff. Okay, thank you so much. Have a great day.